What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, we're coming back to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yes, indeed. Red Hot Chili Peppers fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Tomas Pedal. And Tomas wanted to see me react to this song. It's not actually a song though, from what I understand. It just says Red Hot Chili Peppers Jam. It's a jam. Okay. I don't know what to make of that, but I guess we're gonna watch it and we're gonna listen to it. Have I heard it before? I have no idea. I mean, I might have, but I don't think so. I don't know. It's a jam. It's not even an actual song. My guess is I haven't heard it. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, by some stroke of luck, if I've heard this song before and I go, it's not even a song. If I've heard this jam before and I go, oh yeah, I recognize this. This sounds familiar. I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by RHCPTV1 and the video has 15,883 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. John Frusciante's guitar is an extension of his body. Doesn't even say it's Red Hot Chili Peppers Jam. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little hesitant about this. I don't know how this is going to go. Jams are always kind of funny. I guess we'll just play it. We'll see what happens. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Now it feels like we're into the jam. The first minute, it felt like a feeling out process. And that's always going to happen when you guys do a jam. It depends. It also kind of depends on who starts the jam. Like, if the drummer starts the jam and sets the feel, it's actually a lot easier. At least for me, as a bass player, it's a lot easier to get into the jam because the feel's been set. We know what kind of a feel we're going to have for the song. We know how the song is going to go. We know how it's going to flow. We got the tempo. We got the subdivisions all set down. So we know exactly how this is going to go from a structure standpoint rhythmically, okay? That makes my life as a bass player a lot easier. And then all we got to do is figure out what key we're going to play in. And that's where, you know, either I'll start and I'll do the key, or the guitar player will start and he'll figure out the key. But by that point, drummer has established exactly how the song's going to go. All we got to do is fill in the gaps. That's easy to do. When you're doing a jam where bass or keyboard or guitar start, it's a lot harder to get into the jam because the drummer's going to listen to what the guitar player / bass player / keyboard player is doing from a syncopation and from a rhythmic standpoint of what they're playing and try to figure out a drum pattern that's going to fit it. If the guitar player / bass player / keyboard player is constantly changing that feel, you're going to mess with the drummer so bad, and you're going to make the drummer, let me tell you right now, you're going to make that drummer upset with you. Because just as they start to figure out a rhythmic pattern that fits what you're doing, you suddenly switch it up. It's like, oh man, really? Now I got to start all over and figure out what you're doing, you know? I could tell there was some looks of confusion on Flea's face and from Chad as well. They were both kind of like, where's this going? You know, where? But I think they figured it out. I think they're in the groove now. I think they're locked in now. And it took a minute, but we got it. We got it. So I think we're going to be okay now. Nice. It's always fun to watch jam sessions, and how jams evolve and how jams flow. We're going to talk about that in the review. I have a lot of thoughts, and I'm going to try to condense them down so it doesn't take me 20 minutes of talking. I hope I can get it done in 10. I'll see you in the review. We'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Red Hot Chili Peppers with a jam. That it just says Red Hot Chili Peppers jam. And that's pretty accurate. This was a request from Tomas Pedal. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, yeah, we're gonna, well, okay. Actually, let me change it a little bit there. Okay, that's better. Yeah, there we go. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that an 8.4. Yep, 8.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
First of all, evaluating and reacting to a jam is not as easy as reacting to a song that has structure, has a clear definitive beginning and a clear definitive end, along with parts in between. A jam is very free-flowing. It's like a river. There's no beginning, there's no end. It's just this is how it goes. It's always tougher to evaluate those because, like I said, there's really no structure to follow. As I said in the beginning, it's a lot easier when you're doing a jam to have the drummer start. It's a lot easier. When you have one of the voicing instruments start, it's a lot tougher because the drummer has to figure out what you're doing and then figure out a drum pattern that's going to match what you're doing. And if you change, you've just made your drummer's life 10 times harder because now they got to start all over again. So keep that in mind, musicians. If you're ever going to do a jam session, if you're one of the voicing instruments, guitar, bass, keyboard, and you're starting the jam, once you've figured out your pattern, lock it in, stick with it. Please don't deviate until the drummer has had a chance to lock in with you and start their pattern, okay? Once everybody's locked in, feel free to go wherever you want. If you're the one soloing especially, knock yourself out. It was funny to watch the look of confusion on Flea's face and on Chad's face, trying to figure out where... Wait a minute. No. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay, here we are, I think. Chad kept looking at Flea kept looking at Chad going, is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Okay, we're good. Okay, now we can have fun, It's funny to watch that. Communication in jam sessions is also key. You have to be able to read each other. And what I mean by that is being able to look at each other, have them look at you, have that exchange, that glance, that when you look at each other, you go, okay, and you know how to read each other. That comes with time. That comes with experience. That comes with familiarity and comfort and knowing your bandmates' patterns and their tendencies and knowing what they're gonna do next. You know what I mean? Like when it went into that double time feel, you saw Chad look at Flea, you saw Flea look at John. John looked back at Flea looked back at Chad. They all looked at each other and they nodded and they went boom into it without saying a word. That comes with familiarity, that comes with comfort, that comes with experience. So if it's your first time jamming and that doesn't happen for you, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It happens to everybody, okay? Everybody goes through those phases, especially when they're playing with musicians they've never played with before. I remember I used to go to a blues club called Fingers. It was on Ventura Boulevard, and it was every Monday night. They had open mic blues jam. And you would go in with, you'd bring whatever you were doing, whether you were doing vocals, guitar, bass, horns, whatever, harmonica. Yeah, we had a couple of harmonica guys come in, blowing on the old mouth harp. And you would sign up, and the guy that was running the show would form bands. He had a list: guitar players, bass players, drummers, miscellaneous, whether it be horns or whatever. And he would literally pick people at random and put them up on stage and go, let's hear what you guys got. And we would start jamming on the blues, man. And it was fun. that really helped my chops a lot. I gotta say, being put in situations like that where you've never played with the guys before, you learn how to read each other pretty quick, you know, and we did. And there were some great times that we had. There were some bad ones too. I'm not gonna lie. There was some that, you know, like the guitar player just wanted to take the lead and decided on the spot that we were gonna go into a established blues song that none of us knew. He's literally trying to lead us through the song and yelling changes at us and stuff like that. And we're going, we don't know this, you know? So we're trying our best to follow along with him, and it sounded horrible. And we would get off the stage, and everybody would come up to me and the drummer and, you know, the keyboardist. They'd walk up to us and go, it's not your fault. We know that wasn't a jam. That was that guitar player. He does this all the time. You know, he tries to get the band that he's playing with to play a song that he knows. And, you know, kudos to you guys for sticking with them. You never gave up, and you actually kind of got through it. So kudos to you. It helped. It really helped us all get better as musicians. It's a real shame that club closed. I wish it hadn't. Because it really did help a lot of musicians, myself included, get better at their craft. There is a definite plus side to doing jams, because it's going to make you better musicians. Not necessarily better players technically, but being able to read and being able to kind of anticipate where the songs are going and how you feel things are going. Or you look at each other and you started getting those nods like, okay, we're going to turn it up. We're going to turn it up. You ready? And go. And then we turn it up, you know? So it definitely, jamming is always a good thing. I always recommend the musicians jam. Always, you know? Yes, work on your material, work on your songs, work on what you have established. Yes, definitely do that. But jam as well. And really give yourself a chance to learn how to read each other, how to anticipate, how to feel where the song is going. And not just that, but through those jam sessions, you'd be amazed how many polished songs come out of jam sessions. You'd be amazed, because all of a sudden you'll be jamming and coming along, and all of a sudden y'all hit this riff. And you look at each other while you're playing it, and you play it again. Oh yeah, that feels good. Play it again. Oh yeah, that feels really good. There's something here. Next thing you know, you're riffing on that one riff, and you just keep vamping it and vamping it. Here comes the vocalist with a vocal line, you know, with a verse. That's all it takes. Or chorus. That's all it takes. And the next thing you know, you could have a hit on your hands. You very well could. No, this was a good jam. This was a really good jam. It was a little rough. Like I said, the first minute, it was rough because they were watching John trying to figure it out. But once they locked in, they were in, and it started. And from there on out, they were able to read each other, and they were able to figure out where the song was going to go, where the jam was going to go on the fly. And everybody did a fine job. Everybody was very tasteful. No, this was a really good jam. By definition, this was a fantastic jam. So that's why it's getting the 8.4. It was a great jam, great time. It was a great experience to see and hear, and that's why it's getting the 8.4. So 8.4, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show, and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell, and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.